Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Girl Talk. I've got a little bit of mess and a little bit of drama today for you guys. Today is going to be the Peetz of my mind episode. We are going to be focusing on this situation with BBJ, as well as his inability to stand up against Chantal. Also, has apathy taken control of Peetz's life? I've been perusing the comment section as well as Reddit, and it would seem as though people are not happy with Peetz right now. What's going on? All that and more coming up on today's edition of Girl Talk. Let's just get right into it. I mean, shall we? All right, you guys, for our first segment, I wanted to do an update on Peetz of my mind as well as BBJ. So there has been this clip that people in the community have been talking about. I have seen it over on the Piggy channel. It was a video titled Peetz notices something might be seriously wrong with BBJ. So last night on a live stream, Peetz had BBJ in his lap and he was talking about how recently she was getting the shakes. Specifically, her head was shaking and people got concerned. Of course, they were mentioning maybe he should take her to a vet, but Peetz insists that he is going to wait until Chantal gets home. And he agreed with the commenter saying that it was probably due to old age, but it is an off and on thing with her lately. Chantal, in a now deleted community tab post, did say that she was going to take this cat to the vet when she got home. It seems like when it comes to Chantal, her husband, or whatever you want to call him, her boyfriend, takes top priority. But whenever she can use the cats for sympathy and or views, she's always on top of that. Peetz assures us that she is still eating and still uses her box appropriately. She generally gets around okay, but she might not have much more time to live. And he even makes a joke about euthanizing her on his own. I know when it comes to these cats, because there are a lot of pet owners in the community, a lot of people don't think that they get the care that they need. And Chantal has always put off taking them to the vet. I remember there was this whole big drama when somebody actually sent her a super chat for, I think, $200 Canadian to take BBJ to the vet. And even with the visit being paid for, she refused to do it. And it became this whole thing. This time, it would seem as though FFG is actually offering to pay for the vet visit. We know that Peetz does not have transportation to a regular vet's office, but nowadays there are mobile vets that do visit your home. One commenter says the following: FFG is offering to pay for BBJ to go to the vet. Peetz, this isn't about pride or who hates who more right now. It's about that sweet baby and what she needs. Please do something, mate. We've seen over the past few years these cats living in these deplorable conditions. Now, when it comes to Chantal and the way that she wants to keep her home, it is interesting to look at. I don't care how she chooses to live, but forcing these cats to live in these awful conditions, it is neglect. Refusing to take them to the vet, refusing to take them to the groomer, not having proper plans if something goes wrong. I understand she had said, oh, am I supposed to just not live my life, not go on this vacation to Kuwait because of my cats? No, people go on vacation all the time, but they make sure that there is proper care and that person would be able to help them if such an emergency were to arise. That's always her go-to cop-out, like, am I not supposed to live my life? Anyways, I put my little pride candle up front because recently Chantal has been under fire for her anti-LGBT post on Instagram, and a lot of people were disappointed in Peetz and his response. It seemed as though he was riding the fence because he is in a sticky situation. Now, he was able to say that he disagrees. I mean, we already know that he disagrees because he has been very passionate about this topic over the years, but he did not take a stance against Chantal. That is his friend of many, many years. Most importantly, she is the one paying the bills in the house that he is living at this moment. Due to recent events, including his response to Chantal's community tab post, the debacle that went on last week, where Peetz had responded to a comment saying that the Pumped Up Kicks Bees was technically essay, and then after Chantal got angry and turned on him on her community tab, he swiftly took to his own community tab to defend her and basically fall back in line. As well as this situation with BBJ, people are beginning to get upset with Peetz. The clock is really ticking for Peetz and this living situation with Chantal. He needs to figure out a way out. Yesterday, whether it means help from his family, but most importantly, getting a job. I mean, YouTube, his channel is just not going to make enough to support him. And we know with the direction that Chantal is going, she's not even going to be able to afford that apartment and she's looking to move out. And he continues to sit there and say, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. When it comes to Chantal, I mean, just imagine having Chantal be your plan, like relying on this woman for your life, for your housing. Like, no wonder he has such ridiculous anxiety. Over the past couple of years, she was constantly toying around with the idea, well, Peetz, I'm going to move. Well, Peetz, Natter's moving in. Well, Peetz, I got this second apartment in Montreal that I can't afford. Like, she has constantly dangled that over his head with a carrot. Like, what is the final straw for you, Peetz? Now she has came out and said she doesn't support who you are as a person. So what is the final straw? What more is she going to have to do? She has shown the kind of person that she is. She is not a reliable person. I think it's safe to say that that living situation, they were living there together since, I believe, January of 2020. It was always a toxic situation. I mean, Peetz at times played the caretaker. He would go to the door and get her food. He would help her put on her socks, and Chantal would do her YouTube, and that was what paid the bills. In the beginning, Peetz did have a job. He worked at that call center, but he quit because of anxiety and then said that he was going to do YouTube. But in the beginning, he knew that he wouldn't be able to make enough to afford the bills, but he also at the same time hasn't made any strides in finding employment. And does anyone remember there was another instance where Chantal actually strung Peetz along again? She changed the name of her channel to the Chantal and Peetz Show. They were going to work together on YouTube and I'm assuming share money, but that only lasted for like a couple of days before she went back to Foodie Beauty again. And let's be realistic here. It's not her responsibility to take care of Peetz. He's a grown man. But the constant broken promises and schemes, I mean, she's really toying with this guy's head. And I think that Chantal keeps Peetz in her back pocket. If everything else fails, she won't be alone because she will always have Peetz. But at what point does he say enough is enough? And it's my opinion that because of the codependency, they would both be better off separated. People have been getting very frustrated with Peetz lately, and I do see the cracks forming in regards to his public perception. In particular, taking it back to that Instagram post again, which mind you, Chantal actually deleted. Peetz made comparisons to Caitlyn Jenner, saying that Caitlyn causes more harm while Chantal doesn't really have that big of a platform, so it doesn't matter that much. But that wouldn't be his opinion if it was anybody else. So he's not getting this cat proper care. He refuses to get a job. He won't speak out against Chantal and the things that she's doing. And when he does, he's tiptoeing and making excuses for her. People have been saying that during his live streams, he speaks down to the people in the side chat. He has a lot of opinions and that's okay, but sometimes his temper gets out of control. And if you really think about it, he doesn't contribute anything to society right now. I understand that he does suffer with a lot of mental issues, but he is also not getting any help for those issues. If this man doesn't figure out a way to get out of his own way, I fear that he might be headed towards homelessness. And the fact that he doesn't see this, it's like he has these blinders on. He keeps saying, we'll see when it comes to Chantal and when she comes home. It's like, bro, the writing has been on the wall. You're the only one that doesn't see this. Her partner even said he doesn't want her living with you, but will she follow those rules when she gets home? Anyways, this wasn't even supposed to be a Peetz video, but it just kind of turned out that way. I mean, all these things that we see from Peetz, it really makes me think that he is one of the girls, Gorls, just in regards to behavior. It's a very frustrating experience to watch someone have this much apathy. Where is Peetz gonna end up next? I don't think that he really cares. That's what it comes down to. He just does not care about anything, period. In regards to Chantal, Peetz had said in a previous live stream that she is taking a break for about a week, but you can see on her Instagram she was eating some chicken and she got a latte, so she is okay, I guess. Not sure what's going on or why she's not posting to YouTube, but life goes on. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.